Bunny Buck here, back with another episode of DUVALL TV. Hey, spring is right around the corner, but it has not sprung yet. What's up, friends? That's right, we hit 500 subscribers, so thank you for supporting the show. It is time to do a giveaway right off the top. We are gonna give a lucky winner dropping a comment in this episode, a custom DTV Yeti. Got the DUVALL, the classic DUVALL sign on the back. This is the Yeti Rambler straw lid. So what we're calling this is From Coffee to Cocktails. So drop a comment below, have your chance to win on episode 21. All right, couple of quick updates. So we had the March 1st Light Up DUVALL takedown, just literally posted today, thanks to the man behind the camera, Ryan Miller of RMVpro.com, for putting together a little highlight reel. We had more volunteers than ever before. Thank you so much, DUVALL community, for coming out and showing out. Thanks to the Chamber of Commerce for putting this on, along with the city of DUVALL. We have a great partnership, and it was a heck of a lot of fun. All right, softball time is right around the corner. My wife has her softball camp. You can go to dbtrcamp.com to get signed up. You can get signed up today, and all the events we're going to be talking about today will be in the link in the description down there. Okay, go check them out. All right, next up we have the soft launch of livinginduvall.com. If you go there right now, it might look like the old Linktree website, which is fine, and the links are cool and it works, but I'm telling you what, this Living in Duval website is going to be absolutely amazing. All right, save the date section. That's right, we're going to flash up a bunch of dates probably in the next 45 to 60 days. If you would like your event on DUVALL TV, send it in to events@livinginduvall.com, or in the link in the description, there is going to be a new event submission button. So Amber Smith, first one to try it out. Thank you very much, appreciate that. Let's jump into it. March 15th, we have the Carnation Farms Barn Dance. March 22nd, we have Hillside Academy, Suzanne Psychos. They have an incredible event coming up. Council Chat, that is going to be on March 27th. March 29th, March of the Vegetables. That's right, you're gonna dress up like a vegetable? You are if you live in Duval, because we do a lot of cool stuff around here. Next up, April 1st, April Fool's Day. Mark your calendar so nobody can catch you off guard. You're welcome. Next up, April 19th, it is the Easter egg hunt. We're gonna be talking about the Easter egg hunt in just a few minutes, so just sit tight on that because it is an incredible event. April 26th, we have the Northwest Art Center benefit auction, so thank you, Pam, for sending that in, and Michelle. Coming up after that, May 3rd, we have the Puppet Show. We saw it last episode. That's right, it's coming up soon on May 3rd. And then also on May 3rd, we have the Northwest Art Center Spring Art Market. Last but not least, this one's a little bit out, but you can never save the date enough for these 2 days. That's right, it's DUVALL days. Save the date. That is going to be on June 6th and 7th. June 6th is the Friday night. We have the 5K run. And then on June 7th, it's full-blown DUVALL days. It's gonna be awesome. All right, next up, events. I'm only going to take a deep dive on a couple of these. The first one is March 22nd. It's Hillside Academy Family Trivia Night. How do I know? Because I'm the MC. We're gonna have trivia, we're gonna have fun. It's gonna be Saturday, March 22nd, Novelty Hill Farms. Address, all the information is below. The schedule's down there too, 4 to 5 o'clock, doors open. What to expect? 5 rounds of family-friendly trivia. Yes, family-friendly, bring the kids, let's have a party at Trivia Night at Hillside Academy. All right, next up, one of our favorites here in Duval, Washington is the March of the Vegetables. It is March 29th. It is a parade for vegetables. Yes, when I first moved here about 6 years ago, 6.5, I couldn't believe what I saw this online. I'm like, there's no freaking way that this town has a thing where you get all together and you march down the street dressed up like a freaking vegetable, but guess what? We've done it. We do it every year now. We love it. It's an awesome community event. I encourage you just to plug into some of these cool events. Be weird, get uncomfortable, do something new. Start with the March of the Vegetables on March 29th. The last event I'm gonna touch on is April 3rd. This is the nonprofit showcase event put on by the Chamber of Commerce and all the nonprofits here in the general area of Duval and the Valley. So this is gonna be April 3rd from 6 to 8 p.m. Thank you to Megan Crawford for Makers of Diamonds for sending me this beautiful information here. Some of the nonprofits you can expect to see there are Acres of Diamonds, the Snow Valley Senior Center, Wilderness Awareness School, Hope Link SVMC. We have Snoqualmie Valley Preservation Alliance, Empower Youth Network, Encompass, Northwest Art Center, love them, and Yes, Kindness Works, and CarePoint Clinic. So again, I have personal relationships with a few of these. I'm looking forward to meet many more of them coming up on April 3rd from 6 to 8 p.m. Come join in. That is a totally free event for the community. All right, so if you want to submit your event, you can go to livinginduvall.com, click on the event submission button, or simply go to events@livinginduvall.com, submit your event. We'll make sure to get it on the next show. Give us all the details, give us the link, give us the information, and we will help give you some love on your next event. Scene? All right, so those are the upcoming events, and now one of my favorite parts of the show, but instead of me bringing this gentleman on, would you like to do the honor, country?
You bet, buddy.
All right.
Hey, I've known this kid since 1995. I got to be his first boss. So we're gonna go all the way down to Mexico doing Valley vibes. Morgan Henley, take it away.
Oh, hey, Buddy Buck, DUVALL TV. It's your dude, Morgan Henley, coming to you from beautiful Mexico. It's been a wonderful birthday trip down here. And on that note, I want to give everybody mucho amor and gracias for all the birthday outpouring that I felt yesterday. So thank you very much. All right, so this is Valley Vibes, the March episode. Not a lot of shows going on, but I want to thank everybody for coming up to the summit at Snoqualmie, Summit East and West series this winter. They were all very successful. We do have coming up this weekend on March 15th, the Lee Arts Foundation auction at Miller's. We'll have live music from Vibe Mind and Alien Paul's. He's going to be there. You can go to theleearts.org to get tickets for that. So please come support one of our amazing nonprofits here in the Valley. And then on that note, I'm just going to reiterate all the summer fests coming up. So we have Duval Days, kicks it off June 7th. Following weekend, June 14th, we have Fall City Days. Weekend after that, Carnation Block Party, the summer solstice celebration, June 21st. Then we roll on into Carnation 4th of July celebration on July 4th. Then we have Brody Nation Music Festival, July 10th through 13th. North Bend Block Party, July 19th. Festival at Mount Si, the weekend of August 9th. And then Snoqualmie Days, the weekend of August 23rd. That's my time. Much love to all of you. Thank you for the continued support. And your duder's out from Mexico. Be excellent to each other, y'all. Lord.
All right, so these shows, a lot of them are put on by somebody super special here to the Valley, to Duval, and one of them, his name is Ryan Miller. Get in here, Ryan Miller. What's up, buddy? Normally, he's behind the camera, but now, he's right here. We've done a few what's called business spotlight videos in the last, year-ish or so, and Ryan's offering those now to any local business here in town or in the Valley. So tell them a little bit about the business spotlight videos.
Yeah, it's an opportunity for us to come check out your local business and spotlight you on social media, and we can give an in-depth look on what you offer and what your business is all about.
Do these videos expire? Like, what is an evergreen? You know, we hear these terms evergreen. I say it now because fancy word guy. But what is an evergreen business spotlight video versus just some other promo?
So normally when we shoot a business spotlight video, we make it evergreen. So it's a video that can be timeless, so it's not tied to a specific time of year or year in general. So generalized information versus date specific, highlighting your business.
So what business owners just heard is they're gonna get more bang for their buck because it'll last longer. So thanks a lot, Ryan, appreciate you, brother. All right, Ryan, guess what? Who's it for?
It's all for Duval, baby!
Let's go. Next up, we are filming right here at Jackie Farrow Photography Studio. Beautiful setting, we got the Easter vibes going on. And Jackie, get on in here, let's go. She's always working. She's always working. Hey, good to see you. How you doing? Thanks for the space. Thanks for letting us come crash DTV, you know. So what's cooking in JP or Jackie Farrow photography world right now? What's the next buzz?
Well, actually, I just created a page on my website that is called Themed Mini Sessions, and you can go there and see all of the mini sessions I offer for the whole entire year and sign up for the one that you like best.
So what's a mini session? Is that like smaller than a big session?
It is. It's sort of like what we got going on back here. It's a very themed mini session. It takes about 30 minutes. You get 7 digital images and an online gallery.
All right. Well, thanks so much. Appreciate it. All right. Here's the real estate section. Buy some. Next up, we have the Mortgage Minute with none other than the Couch GM, Connor Webb. Take it away.
Thank you for that intro, buddy, and hello to everybody out there at DUVALL TV. I hope you're having a great start to your spring now that we've officially sprung forward. I have great news across the board as far as mortgage rates and the fact that baseball is back this month. Starting with mortgages, we've seen an encouraging trend as we have seen interest rates trend downward over the past month or so, even over 0.5%. They were hovering in the low 7s. Now they're currently hovering closer to the mid 6s. That, of course, is for a standard conventional loan if you're a well-qualified borrower, or if you're using government programs such as FHA or VA, you might be closer to even 6%. With that being the case, activity has certainly picked up with applications. More people are actively looking to buy. And so if you're thinking of buying or selling, I would say that now is the time to get that process started. Reach out to Buddy or myself to begin. To add to that, the Fed has their next meeting on March 19th, and there is currently a 97% prediction that they will keep the federal funds rate exactly where it's at. Again, if you have any questions on any of this information, reach out to Buddy or myself, and I'd be happy to connect. As for the Mariners, baseball is back this month. Opening day is March 27th. The Mariners will be playing the Athletics in Seattle at 7:10 p.m. If you plan to be in Seattle for those games during that opening weekend, send me a DM. I'd be happy to connect. I'll be at all of those games. And if you won't be attending the game in person, you can watch on TV on Root Sports. Hope you have a great month, and we'll talk to you soon.
So now we're going to jump right into this interview, starting with your name.
I was birthed Marilyn. Everybody in high school knows me as Lynn. And then when I went to college, switched it to my birth name, Marilyn. And when I started playing competitive softball, I had a coach that said, hey, you're a country girl, and country stuck.
Oh, that's cool. So the country name came from softball.
Yes.
I could see, like, you're so iconic. Like, we've lived in Duval for about 6.5 years. It's like, okay, I have to meet this person.
I got to say the same thing is because I've heard this Buddy Buck. I used to see these signs on the street, and I'm like, oh my gosh, there's someone more famous than me.
Oh, jeez.
And it's Buddy.
No chance. So, born and raised in Duval, 4th generation. 1991, graduated from Tolt High School. 1996 to 2011, HR with Herbco International. 2012 to 2015, Whole Foods Market. 2015 to 2016, is it Falk Ambulance?
Falk Ambulance.
Falk Ambulance, okay.
Falk.
So I see a lot of HR there, right?
Yep.
And then 2016 to present, the Roney River Ranch. So first, like, what's the HR? Like, were you just always like, I'm gonna be an HR?
I love people. I love sticking up for and helping people find their way.
Okay.
And it was just a natural fit. I mean, I got a business degree from the University of Washington.
Go Dogs! Ho ho!
Then working on the farm, it was just so many people were rotating in and out of our farm. It just seemed like a perfect fit that I used my skill and the love for people on the farm.
Next week, so this is right now, March 6th, this Thursday is time of filming this. So is there something significant happening next Friday?
You're way over-researched.
Way over research. What are you talking about?
Guess what, you guys? I'm turning 52 next Friday.
Hi, country. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. You're a great pal.
Wishing you a very happy birthday.
Hi, I'm Carrie with Muddy Boots Pumpkins, and I'm just here to give a little shout out to my friend Linny, aka Country. I have known her since we were in high school, and we played a lot of softball together.
Happy birthday, country. From me and your friend Lulu.
Hi, country. Larry Van over here. I just came in from outside after smoking a joint, and I was supposed to say something to you, but I've forgotten.
You enable people in the best possible way and help them to figure out how they can contribute to this community, and I just can't imagine Duval without you.
In my eyes, you will always be the queen of Duval.
We love you, Linny.
Happy birthday, country! I wish for you a year of abundance, joy, friendship, and fun.
Happy, I don't know, maybe I should go smoke another joint and that'll help me remember.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yes. Roney River Ranch.
Yep.
So what is the Roney River Ranch exactly?
My great-grandmother purchased the land in 1912, and it was in her name, not my great-grandfather's, because she could read and write and he could not.
Oh, wow.
She landed here from Midwest. She had my grandfather. My grandfather was a King County Superior Court judge, and he had to move to Queen Anne while he was working as a judge. And then there was my father, who's always lived on the farm, and he was the farmer. And I've always been known as the farmer's daughter. And after he passed away, I kind of took it over, and Herbco left. And Herbco was a business that my parents started in 1993. So if you are in the produce department in grocery stores and the little packaged herbs, my parents invented that.
Wow, that's so cool.
Yeah, that business grew nationally. We sold it in 2016. The Herbco stayed on the property till about 3 years ago. And after they left, I took it over and kind of reinventing what that property is supposed to look like.
So you mentioned great-grandmother or grandmother, right?
Great-grandmother.
Great-grandmother, is that Cora?
That's Cora.
Cora Roney, okay,
Yeah.
cool. And she served as?
Yeah, she was on the first all-woman council in the early 1930s.
Girl power!
And she served under the first woman mayor, Mabel Burke.
So Carrie and Jason, who own Muddy Boots Pumpkins, which is literally right across the road. What's the connection between Carrie and you, like with the softball days?
So back in high school, Carrie, we were all on the high school team together. Carrie was the shortstop and I was the catcher for the varsity softball team.
That's awesome. So, you know, been playing together for a long time.
Yeah. Well,
now you're playing farm together.
Exactly. Now we're playing farm.
Still on the field.
Yes, exactly. Oh, wow. That's a good one.
So you mentioned the VFW. So like, what is that connection or what's the passion behind that? Is that another family thing?
So my dad was always a member of Veterans Foreign Wars. And after he passed, the post came to me, and the VFW does an activity where they name the post after a soldier. And Monroe Post 7511 didn't have a person yet. And so the commander had asked me if they could name the post after my father. Oh, wow. My dad is a Korean War veteran, and he survived Pork Chop Hill as well as Old Baldy. If you research what Old Baldy and Pork Chop Hill is, they make a movie out of it. He's lucky to be alive.
Wow.
So in 2021, they named the Monroe Post after my father.
This was very high on my importance of things to do list. Wreaths across America.
Oh, yeah.
Like, my dad was in the Army for a little bit, but I'm just a big patriot. I just love this country to death.
This country? You love this country?
I love this country. Oh, geez. See what she did there? I do love country,
oh,
and I love
you.
country and countries.
And Lulu.
Lulu.
So Wreaths Across America, it happens at Novelty Hill Cemetery in December. And it's a national event, and you can sponsor a wreath for $17. That wreath is then shipped to the cemetery in December. And on the second Saturday of December, we do patronage to the veterans buried at Novelty Hill Cemetery.
So it is a national.
Yes.
Anybody watching this, they can go to wreathsacrossamerica.com.
Yes.
And they can do that now.
Absolutely. Sponsorship button is up, Novelty Hill Cemetery.
So if we want to do that in person, we can do that too, right?
Yes, the ceremony happens autonomously, but everybody's doing the same ceremony, saying the exact same things.
Okay.
And then we allow the community members to grab a wreath and lay it on the headstones of those that fought in the war.
Cool. Awesome. Love that. All right. So fun fact, here we go. A little trivia. Not even a question. I'm just going to tell you the answer. So it's the best kind of trivia.
I'm going to get it right then.
You're going to get it right for sure.
Okay, good.
40,967. That is the magic number because it is the number of days that Duval has been officially incorporated.
Since 1913.
Since 1913.
Wow.
That was 40,967 days ago. So the DUVALL Historical Society, really quickly, we'll put the mission statement up on the screen, but I'll read it here. DUVALL Historical Society's mission is to preserve, record, publish, and promote appreciation of the history of Duval and the lower Snoqualmie Valley through making history an accessible and engaging lifelong experience for people of all ages. We believe in the power of history and the preservation of our culture.
Yeah, I'm still carrying the message that my great-grandmother, being part of the Civic Club, she found that in 1929, but then also being part of that all-woman council, it's just a natural phenomenon that I'm supposed to be doing that.
So I was looking through on the DUVALLHistoricalSociety.com website, which has a ton of great information if you ever just want to go take a deep dive. Some of the newspapers, so like I was looking, the Duval Citizen, is it the Carnival Reporter? Those are all available online now. So I looked, it was October 1911 to December 1916, and then also June 1953 to November 1964. All of those old newspapers got put digitized online. So when it comes to the DHS and, you know, the mission statement, of course, if you're just kind of like zoomed out, like what is the impact that you want to leave?
You know, the biggest thing that I want to teach our community is that we're making history all the time. And if it wasn't for my lineage, you know, my great-grandmother, you know, I'm reading about her history that she created 100 years ago. And so I want to make sure the message we're leaving, what are people going to read about us in 100 years?
Okay, so I got to ask you about this, the piano drop.
So Larry Vanover, who was a person that lived in Duval, moved here 100 bazillion years.
Is that Uncle Lumpy?
Uncle Lumpy, Jug Band Ball, good research. So Larry Vanover, he had rented a helicopter. He bought a piano from Goodwill. In the helicopter, they took acid, lifted off, picked up the helicopter, and you know, there was cars everywhere. There was literally 3,000 people storming into Duval to visit Cherry Creek Falls. And they were planning on putting the piano down on a rock so they could hear on acid what a piano sounds like when it crashes. Unfortunately, this is Washington State. It was kind of muddy, and the piano swung and plopped into the mud and made zero sound.
Okay, so for the visual, helicopter, piano, plop in the mud. People watching this whole thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they all said, "Whoa, man." And that was the piano.
So I wonder, do you think anyone's ever gonna like try to recreate the piano drop?
Yes, we actually did it in 2013 at our centennial.
Really?
Yeah, in McCormick Park.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
And so, yes, that I think would be a fun activity for us to recreate so people have that memory.
Yeah. So in 1990, we had Duval, 2,800 residents. I'm just rounding here. The last update was 2024, 8,674. Do you embrace the growth? Do you embrace the change?
I 100% do. And I will tell you that people gravitate to Duval. I mean, we are attracting the most amazing people. Like yourself, buddy. I get emotional about the people that this town brings in. It gravitates wonderful people.
How do people get involved in Duval? What should people do that haven't maybe experienced Duval the way that some of us have in this room right now?
Of course, the biggest contemporary platform is Facebook that I use to find out events that are local, but also going and finding out our nonprofits, right? We have Duval Historical Society that has a web page. We have the Duval Civic Club. We have March of the Vegetables. We have Duval Foundation of the Arts. There are so many opportunities for the community to engross themselves in. We are going to have a niche. That person might like dancing. We got a program for that, right? You like history? You like scanning old newspapers so we can read about them later?
How about a walking tour?
Exactly. We have Roots of Duval Historic Walking Tour, and that's going to be starting up again in May.
As you saw earlier in the show, you can get all the events at livinginduval.com. And also, if you want to submit your event, so Country, myself, and everyone watching can be a part of your event that you're putting on this city, again, you can send it to events@livinginduval.com, and we'll make sure to get that posted on the next show. Oh wow. Oh, hey there. A couple of months ago, they just launched a brand new book called The Wonder of Duval. So would you do the honor of just telling everyone a little bit about it?
Yes, absolutely. So this was the brainstorm of Brittany Dawn, and it was covered by Duval Historical Society, and Janet was our illustrator. And it was amazing. I mean, within months, Brittany had a manuscript. We have an editor, a publisher. Brittany found Janet, and here we are.
All right, cool. So, Lauren, where can they pick these up?
Yeah, so they are carried in Duval Family Drugs at the Grange and on DuvalHistoricalSociety.org. Every time there's an event where the Historical Society has a booth, they have the books available as well as the beautiful artwork. Definitely come stop by the Historical Society booth at any events too.
Speaking of events, there's an event coming up April 19th, right?
Yes.
I mean, spoiler alert, has to do with these little guys. What's going on? Easter egg hunt? Come on, let's go.
Yes, so the day before Easter, Saturday, the town Easter egg hunt that is normally at McCormick Park is moving this year. And it is going to be at the Doherty Farmstead. And the goal is to make this year more of an event for people to come and learn about the history. We're gonna have a ton of fun activities. There'll be Easter bunny photos, real bunny photos. Buddy and Eve Buck are our title sponsors, and they are going to be doing a super amazing community project where the kids and adults can participate too. We're going to write down our hopes and dreams for the future of Duval on pieces of fabric, and they will be turned into it'll be an art piece that will one day be a historical artifact for the farmstead. It's just gonna be really like all about community. There's gonna be a food truck. Pasadena's food truck is coming, La Riviera Maya.
That's going to be great because they're not on Main Street anymore.
I know, like you've missed them. This is your chance. Come to the Easter egg hunt. They'll be there 1 to 4. We're going to start activities at 1 o'clock. Egg hunt will start at 2, and then we'll resume activities afterwards. It's going to be a really great time. Buddy's going to also have some giant bubbles if you haven't seen those. And yeah, you're all invited.
All invited. And here's this beautiful promo. Who made this? Lauren made it. That too.
She did.
It's freaking awesome. So super creative, super cute. All the details, like you can see all the sponsors on the screen, people that have contributed. It's not like one of those events where it's just like, oh, like all these sponsors. It's more like people are just like, I want to be involved. I want to be a part of it. It sounds cool. It feels like such a community event.
Yeah, absolutely. And that flyer, you can find it at DUVALLEaster.com with all of the details.
All right, well, that's a wrap for episode 21. Thanks for joining us. Country, thank you. Lauren, thank you. What will come next for our little town? Find out soon. Buddy Buck, peace. Let's hop on out of here.